Hello everyone and welcome back to another redstone tutorial. Today we have a really awesome cow farm which is fully automatic. It does everything for you. So you basically just stay in AFK, and then what it does is you breed the cows, of course, and the baby cows get sorted away, and when the baby cows are grown up they will get cooked and all of the items will get sent up to these chests. So now let's just quickly show you here how you do it. So of course you need to have your cows in this chamber first. So you will need to do that by some water streams or mine carts or something like that. And once you've done that, then you just walk on this pressure plate, go right over here and flick this lever, and then you will get dispensed wheat. And when you have your whole inventory filled, the wheat will get sucked down by this hopper and go right back in the system. So you could actually just put one cobblestone in each of your slots here, so your inventory would be completely filled with stone or cobblestone or dirt, anything like that, and then only one slot would be for wheat, so you can only hold one stack of wheat. So when you had more than one stack of wheat, the rest would just go into the hopper here. So basically you just stand AFK like that. I'll show you a trick later where you can actually hold down your right click without you doing anything. So you could basically just turn on your computer, do that trick, then go to school, and once you come back you will have a ton of cow meat and leather. So yeah, let's turn this off here. Just step on the pressure plate again, put the rest of the wheat in here, and now let's take a look at the redstone. It's actually not that much. You can just ignore my inventory, but this is the amount you need. The only thing that's really expensive, the hoppers. The droppers are really easy to make, but also just pretty easy to get. It's not that expensive. It's harder to build. Yeah. So let's go right over here and start the tutorial. Oh, sorry, I had to cut there because I screwed up the tutorial a bit. I made so many mistakes, so I'm going to record this part again. So sorry for the cut right here, but anyway, this is how you start. You start by putting this ring of blocks here, and this is your floor level. So right here you need to put a dropper, a hopper pointing into a dropper, pointing into another dropper that will go into this thing here again. And then you need, need chests here. I think that's it, because that's the part I made wrong at the last tutorial. Yep, that is right. You just need to make sure it wasn't right. You just need to make sure that they actually line up with your two holes here, the chest I mean. And then you just put hoppers, 3 of them, all of them pointing towards the chests, and then put droppers all the way from the bottom and up. And I can't actually remember how many of them there is, but we will find out in a minute. So down here you need to put some blocks. 4 blocks I think in total. And as I mentioned in the recording that I have deleted, is that it's really hard to make tutorials on this stuff here, because yeah, I never made a tutorial on something as big as this here, and it's really hard to remember all of it and record it in one go. So I'm sorry if it's a bit hard to follow what I'm doing. And if I make mistakes such as these 2 droppers that I've put too many of them there. But anyway, let's continue. Down here you just put block up like this, up like that, and like this. In here you need to put a comparator, click it once, and a repeater here, and 2 blocks with 2 redstone dust. And on the other side you need to put a redstone dust running into a block with a torch, block, torch, block, torch, block, and torch. And to make sure that you've built everything correct, the last torch here should be at the same level as the dropper. So at the back here at the AFK system, we should start building that now. So at the bottom dropper here you need to put a comparator pointing out, going into a block that will go into a block with a redstone here that will go continue out with a repeater on vortex and redstone dust right here, and click the repeater comparator once and put redstone dust and a block right there. That was a long sentence. Okay, so now you can put your lever up on top of your dropper right here. And then put 2 blocks and a block down and then a block up. Then you can put 2 redstone dust and a repeater right here. That will basically make sure that the system is powered down, even though there is items in here. So now let's continue on this thing here. So we put redstone torch on the side of here, and right here we need a half slab. Actually, I think I forgot to put that in the resource chest. So then we put a redstone dust right here and a block right here. And let's see, what are we missing now? We are missing the we're missing the lava in the bottom left and water in the top right, and a pressure plate right here. So water is on, water is off. And down here, right at the, let's see, what are we going to need? Okay, right here at the bottom dispenser, you need to put redstone block, and out here you need to put a sticky piston pointing towards that, but 1 block from hitting it. And on the other side you need to have one that is corresponding, like just up to the redstone block. So it's basically 1 to the side of this one and 1 to the side of this one. And let's just dig this out a bit more. Under here you need to put blocks up down like so, and redstone dust here, and then put hoppers right here, and then put a comparator to the other side and a dust right here. Then put the 11's item in, and it has to be something like dirt or quartz blocks or redstone dust, something that can stack up to 64. I'm sorry, 26. I'm a bit tired, I think. And then you need to put a redstone torch right here, block, and a redstone thing right here. And maybe you should wait with putting the lava in, because it can do some things here and spit out lava all everywhere. I'm not sure if I actually got this part. Let me just show you again, because this is quite important. Right here to the side of this piston here, you need to put a redstone torch with a block above. That will power this dispenser. But then we also put a block right here, so it will make this kind of clock, as you can see here. And we don't want that connecting up to here, so we put a block right here. Let's just replace the piston. It was just for showing. So now every time this goes back, this dispenser clicks 2 times, which will spit out lava and take it in. And once the cows are done burning, it will do it again. And if the cows are not high enough, they need to be 1.5 blocks high at least, then they will not burn from the lava. And if they are on their way down while the lava is dispensed, they will not die, because they don't die because it's not for such a small period of time. So the baby cows falling down will not die from the lava if they were to fall down at the wrong time. So let's see, I don't think there is anything else to do. So I think we're done. Let's just put some blocks around here. And let's try it out maybe. I don't think we're missing anything. Let me just fly around and check it here. I think that's it. Let's just empty our inventory. Take some wheat and put in here. Turn that off. Maybe spawn some cows in, that would be a good idea. So we can actually also spawn some in here at the bottom, just for you to see the lava cooker working. So when it dispenses, and does that every, I think 11 ticks or something like that. So they will burn, but they will not die from it, because then the baby cows would also die from it if they occasionally fall through. So it's only at the second lava dispense that they will actually die. And then all of their drops, oops, I actually dropped one of those in here, but their drops should get funneled up to here. If not, maybe we have built something wrong. Yep, we have built something wrong. No, it's actually just because you have to have this running, because of some weird dispenser thing. But it will work if you just have this clock running, and the cows aren't going to die if you don't have this system running, because else you're not breeding them, if you know what I mean. So let's just stand up here, and now let me show you that trick actually. You just fill your whole inventory with cobblestone, like so. Have one slot for wheat. Let's just turn this off, it's a bit loud. Okay, so what you do is you go into options and controls, and then the what is it called, use item / place block. Click that once. Now it will detect the key you're pressing, so just press something like H or something like that. Just a random key that you aren't using for anything else. So I'll use H. If I use something that is already used, such as W, it will be red, so don't use anything that's red. So I'll just choose H, and now let's go back. So if I try to right click now, I cannot place any blocks, but if I press H, it will do that. So basically I've just changed the key that I use to place blocks, or use blocks. So now if I stand right here, oops, press H, and hold H, then I will actually breed the cows if I could get them to swim a bit here. So I just keep holding H right now, but the trick is now, I'm not sure if you can actually see it because the recording will maybe mess up, but what you do is you keep holding H, and then you press F11, and while it's shifting from like windowed mode to full screen, you release the button. So and now it will always keep pressing H. So the recording should be a bit different right now, so I think I'll just cut to the ending of this tutorial, but basically we are done, so yeah, I'll just cut now. So that is it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This was really hard to explain and build for you guys, but the tutorial was here, and I want to keep a tutorial for every video that I make, because I really hate when YouTubers do that thing where they show you something really awesome that you want to build, but they don't have tutorials, and it's a bit complicated that you have to go to 2 different worlds and see how it looks, and even if they don't give a world download, it's even harder. So I really like having tutorials, though they are extremely hard to make sometimes. But this time I'm going to build on our survival server Fruitcraft, and I actually also hit 200 subscribers. And don't worry, guys, I have seen it. I'm working on something. I'm actually going to, I don't know if I want to tell it in this video. I think I'll make a separate video to it. So check out the next video I will upload. I will tell you something about Fruitcraft at 200 subscribers. Yeah, so see you guys in the next episode.